Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We welcome you to our online session. So the subject is economics. So these are the content for the topic development. This is a branch of an economics. A development goals of the development, national development, comparison of countries, human development, measuring development, sustainable development. Now, meaning of development. Development is a branch of economics that focuses on improving economies of developing countries. Now, first of all, what is economy? You have to know. Economy is nothing but a place, a specified place where people are engaged in the activity of production through the means available in the surroundings. So, this happens within the territory of a place called economy. It can be developed economy or underdeveloped economy, private economy, or you can call it as a public or mixed economy. So, we are going to see the development of various countries. Now, economic considers how to promote economic growth in such countries by the factors of improvement like health, education, working conditions, domestic and international policy. So overall the subject deals with the factor of development in the countries to improve their position. Now development goals, as you know that everyone has aspirations in their life and it is nothing but aims. Now, this aim or aspiration only makes a person to move from one position to the another. So it differs from one person to another also. So the events or changes through which people perceive their development is called aspiration or notions, or you can see that they are also called development goals. Now different people have different goals. Their goals can differ from one person to another. What may be development for one person may not be a development for others. It may be destructive. So we'll be seeing certain examples that relate to this. Now, when they differ in the goals from one person to another, they lead to conflict or bring a difference. Now, person to person, it conflicts. A change which is considered as developed by one, not necessarily result in the development for all. Yes, it can be destructive also. If an industrialist or a contractor takes up the construction of a dam, it can evacuate the people or the tribals from that region, or it can lead to landslide also. So this may be a destructive for one group of people that can be development for another. So this only conflict. Sometimes development for someone may cause as destruction to someone. That is what the example relates to. So it cannot be necessarily a development for all. Now, what is national development? Now, different person have different, uh, you can say, as well as conflicting notions about this. The that is a country's development can be related to its national income or per capita income, but this per capita income is just an average income that cannot bring the whole nation's positions into fact. So a proper indicator must be there to measure the actual development of a nation, like education, health, and national income. So all-round development of a nation can only give it the position of a development. So development is nothing but measures whether the countries are developing or underdeveloped. We usually compare the developing countries with the developed countries to have a scale of benchmark to, to know how far the country is going to um, develop in certain manner so that it can attain the position. So it is compared. So World Bank has taken up the comparisons of only the developed nations, but whereas the UNDP, the Development Program, United Nations Development Program, has taken the consideration of its member countries of their development with all other factors that are related to the development. Now, here the method of measuring of national development is first the national income that refers to the market values of all goods and services that are produced within the financial year in a domestic territory. So, this is what the actual national income of a country. Now, average income is nothing but the per capita income. It is called per individual income. So when it is divided with the total population, the total income divided by the total population, we get the per capita income. But this cannot be the actual measuring scale to know the development, to know the position of a country's development. So what are the other indicators as related to? The World Bank, as you know, is an international organization that works to promote the economic development of the countries of the world through collaboration. So it compares the countries on the basis of per capita income and divide them into three categories, that is high income country, moderate, that is medium, and the low income countries. So it just uses per capita income that is not going to fulfill the need of the actual development of a country. It cannot measure the actual development of a country. Now, criteria used by UNDP, United Nations Development Program, to compare the country's development. So, what they have used, all the indicators like per capita income, life expectancy, apart from per capita income, life expectancy at birth, that is, number of children dies before completion of 1 year of age out of 1,000 children born alive, and literacy rate, number of people that can read, write against per 1,000 people within the age group of 7 years and above, and net attendance ratio, that how many children are attending the school per 1,000 children within the age group of 14 to 15 years, and gross enrollment is the total enrollment or admitted children in a school and attaining. So the body mass index is nothing but the nutritional status of a person, whether he is nutritious, complete nutritious, his body mass is balanced, whether height and weight is proportional. So these are the rule for a body mass index. So all these criteria based only a country's development can be measured, that is indicated by the national UNDP. Now there is a difference between World Bank and UNDP. Now World Bank compares only the basis of income and classifies a country into three categories, whereas UNDP basically based on income as well as other criteria like health, educational status. It doesn't categorize the countries but it ranks, and it publishes human development report, whereas World Bank publish world development report. So this you can see as an important indicator of how these two agencies work upon the development of the world countries. Now, World Bank considers the economic perspective alone. That is, it relates to only the economic development applicable to all the countries of the world. Whereas UNDP, it is multi-dimensional. It brings the overall development, that is for the continuous human development. Sustainable. It is the continuous human development where it is through the life expectancy and other indicators of human development. Education, etc. Now, applicable only to the member countries, not the whole countries of the world. Whole world countries are not applicable here, only the member countries. Now, what is the sustainable development? Now, sustainable development refers to the development that takes place for long term. It is not only for the present but for the future also. So, it gives importance to the conservation of resources for future use and protection of environment from pollution or degradation. So this is what the sustainable development meaning is. Now, role of sustainability is very, very important. That plays an important role in modern times because the world is being affected by environmental pollution, and people have started thinking, that is especially the developed countries, who have started thinking about the future and the concern over the future generation. So they have brought in this sustainability as an important factor for the development. So without sustainability, it is meaningless. They say. If today's development lead to destruction for the future, then what happened? What will happen? In the real sense. So, if we protect the future only, we can attain the real sense of development. So, the last few decades, the issue of sustainability for development is becoming very important. And many scientists, economists, philosophers are and even socialists are concerned about the people and are criticizing the development as non-sustainable. Whatever the developed countries have done has given a massive destruction to the environment and for the future generation. So they have given a big question mark of the sustainability. So it is the overall concern about the world nations that sustainable development is an important criteria to be followed. Now, what is the sustainable development? Development should take place but without harming the future. Now, this is very, very important. Future generation are very important and without harming the environment. Now, groundwater is deteriorated or degraded. It has been totally below the zero level, and it is a threat for the due to overuse. It is due to modern irrigation system or modern cultivation. So this has to be taken into concern, and we have to conserve the water. So traditional method have to be adopted instead of modern method. Groundwater is a very important example. That is a renewable resource, but it is replenished by nature, as in the case of crops and plants. Now, what are the consequences? Environmental degradation do not respect national or state boundaries. Our future is linked together. That means the present and the future are linked, and environmental degradation is not a limitation to its one territory, but it is for the whole globe. Now, sustainability of development is a new area of knowledge that scientists, philosophers, and other socialists scientists are working together to achieve. Thank you.